Right, what is going on, guys? Just recording this video to walk through a high intent and just really effective lead sourcing process that we're using internally and for our clients to just get them a ton of positive leads and a ton of replies and appointments booked, most importantly, for their cold email campaigns. So we recently launched a new campaign. In December, cold email helped us do like 15K in that month. And we had a break over December, January, and we're ready to launch again. And we've already got, on the first day of launch, 5 positive replies, 3.4% reply rate. We're in KPI. There's a specific lead sourcing process that we're using that pretty much any B2B niche can use instead of just going straight to Apollo and just doing a company level search, doing a find people search, and then scraping it out with Apollo. It can work, but I found the leads in Sales Navigator are just so much better because you can filter for secondary connections and you can filter for the fact that they've been active on LinkedIn. And I think it's just more up to date data. So basically, what you want to do is whatever niche you're in, do a really just effective and like accurate LinkedIn search on Sales Navigator. So basically, we're targeting agencies. So founder, co-founder, chief executive officer, startup kind of phase. Less than 1 year, 1 to 2 years. United States, some of the best place to target for us. Marketing services, advertising services. Company type, not public, so you just do that as well. Secondary connections, post on LinkedIn, self-employed 1 to 10, because usually we target smaller businesses making 5 10K a month or 20 30K a month. And then a really important thing you want to do is this. So basically, I've got a huge search of all the little keywords and that could come up in a profile that make a lead qualified. You can do this with ChatGPT. So if you've reached out to a bunch of leads before, if you know what makes a lead qualified in their profile, basically, you just put all of these keywords into a Boolean search in Sales Navigator where you quote the keyword, and then you do or, and then you can just put as many keywords as you want that fit the criteria. So if you're targeting software companies, you might want to put certain words like SaaS. You might want to put certain words like you would know the keywords that exist in the profiles of the people that you want to target. And so I just found that it gives you a more accurate search before we take the leads into Clay and actually do a bit more enrichment on their profile just to make sure they're qualified before we put them into the campaign. Because one of the most important things, I think, just simple offers that are unique, that speak directly to the lead, are good. But then the leads that you're actually putting into the system are the most important thing. If you're putting bad leads into the system, it just won't matter what you're doing. And so this is the flow that works, guys, because I'm using it for clients as well. We launched one of our clients targeting coaches, consultants. We launched him in 4 days. We got 11 positive replies and already booked 2 calls. Nowadays, 1.5% positive reply rates are very good just with the nature of cold email right now. So if you can achieve that and you can get close to 1% appointment booking rate with a good speed to lead, with good positive reply rate to conversion rate, you're going to be laughing, and it just works really well. So perform a search like this. Get it down to around 2.5K results, because the way we're going to scrape this out is a very cheap software called ICPs. ICPs, I actually found it in Clay because it was one of the waterfall enrichments for an email, for finding emails, but it is actually the cheapest one. So what you want to do is you want to come into here, you just want to get credits. You want to get like either the $89 a month plan or the $39 a month plan. It's very cheap. You're not going to find any cheaper than this. Basically, it is very good at finding emails, on par with Apollo, probably better for hit rate, and it's just cheap. And what it can also do is it can extract a Sales Navigator search. So this search list that I've just got here, you download an extension. It walks you through how to do it. Very simple, pretty basic. I'm not going to walk through that here. All you have to do is just come in here, click scrape leads, and it's going to scrape this whole list out. Then once that's done, it downloads here, it comes up here. And then all you do is you go into Clay, you just import this list into Clay. I've cleaned up the list. What it gives you is first name, company domain, LinkedIn company URL, LinkedIn profile URL. This is all the things that we need to then enrich for emails. Because to enrich for emails, we need company domain, first name, last name. Before I enrich for emails, and I also use this with ICPs. This is why it's great, because it's got an email finder and it's a sales nav extractor, all in the same software, all for a very cheap price. You do not need Clay credits to find emails, because what usually costs 0.5 Clay credits for an ICP's to find an email for you, in ICPs it only costs 1 credit and you get like 10,000 a month. So you just get a ton of emails per month for like literally a tenth of the price that Clay would charge. What I do is I just do a profile scrape. So I scrape the headline in the profile for exactly what it says. And then all I do is do an AI text analysis of that headline just to make sure it's an agency owner that's either doing, CRO, whether they're an e-com. I'll actually move myself here to walk through the kind of prompt that I run. So basically, in your niche, you've got a whole bunch of subsegments, right? And so you want to filter for subsegments, make sure they're fitting one of the subsegments relatively well. So, CRO, conversion optimization, SEO, email and SMS marketing, paid ads, performance. All of these industries want more clients, so we can build out cold email systems for them. We can build out LinkedIn systems for them to help them get more clients. And then from there, all we essentially do is it scores the lead from 0 to 100, and we put all leads that are 40 or above into, just to keep it safe with the AI, we put all these that are 40 or above, now enrich for those emails. So then we take it to a next enrichment in Clay. Basically, we add ICPs to it. So if I go into a column, I think I've hidden the column now, but it's going to start lagging. Oh boy. Yeah, so basically, it's not here right now, but basically all you do is you go add enrichment. You just go ICPs. Work email should be. Find work email is all you do. You put in full name. So basically first name, last name. What you'd want to do is either you can do it in here, or you can go straight to, you can export that CSV out, put it into bulks. So you go into here and you just click find emails. So you would click here, you put the CSV in, it would return all the emails, and then that's actually what I did, I remember. And then it returns all the emails that it found, and then I just filter for work email is not empty. If you've got Apollo as well, you can also do a fallback on Apollo. So all the leads that ICPs doesn't find, all the emails it doesn't find, you can use Apollo to find the rest of those emails. And then you've got essentially as many emails as possible. ICPs plus Apollo is going to get you most of the emails that are available at all without wasting a bunch of Clay credits. So that's essentially how you do it. And then we just use Million Verify to verify the leads. Then we put them essentially straight into this cold email system. And we've already booked a call from this first day of launch. We send around 300, 400 emails a day. We hope to book like 1 to 2 calls a day minimum using this. And essentially in any high ticket B2B industry, you can make this work. It's not even the craziest thing. It's just very systemized, optimized, predictable process. Because all you do with these searches now is what you want to do is next time you want to do a scrape, because you can only scrape 2.5K to 3K with each sales nav scrape. What you want to do is just change the geography, or you can change the search slightly just to get a bit of a different lead list. You can change to owners as a decision maker, and then each list has different leads, and it's 2.5K in each list because it can't scrape more than 2.5K. And that's essentially how we source leads and how we make it work. So if you're targeting, for example, the coaches consultant niche, the client that we've got right now, we essentially did the exact same thing. We did a sales nav search, extracted it out. We run an AI scoring analysis on each of the LinkedIn profiles to make sure that would be a fit for his offer. Scores above 7 out of 10 go into the campaign. So we've got no bad leads in the campaign. At least 80% of them are going to be qualified already. And then we just use the messaging that we send. If you want more videos about messaging, that's all on my channel already. Cold email messaging, offers, and whatnot, all this stuff. And then I'll also probably walk through an automation workflow in one of my next videos that walks through exactly how to automate from when you get an interested lead, it going straight to your CRM, and then it enriching for a phone number completely automatically within 2 minutes, so that when a lead comes through, you're not just replying back and forth via email, you're actually dialing them up because they're now a warm lead. And you can get AI to get the phone number for you in literally 2 minutes. So that's another video I'm going to make, so check out for that. But this is the way you source leads. So you start with sales nav, you extract it with ICPs, you take it into Clay, you either connect ICP's API, so you can connect an API key here. You connect the API pin, and you can connect it into Clay to do it inside Clay, or you can take the CSV out and put it into ICPs itself, put it back into Clay, then put a new CSV to verify the emails, and then just send them straight into Instantly, like I've done here. And that's how you get a bunch of replies for your cold email campaigns and how you book a ton of appointments. It works in any niche, so just try it out.